You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ross Palumbo, and here's a look at the top stories at this hour. Investigators have made several arrests in connection with those 6 bodies found in the Mojave Desert. Information about all of that is going to be shared during a press conference coming up at 5 o'clock. You'll remember the bodies were found last week in El Mirage after deputies say they were called to this area right here for a welfare check. We will carry the news conference live at 5 p.m. right here on CBS News Los Angeles. Well, the land is still slipping after last week's slide in San Clemente, slowing down recovery efforts there. KCAL's Michelle Geely is working that story for us right now.
So the work continues on the tracks way below me here. Because of high tide, we really can't access it at the moment. But here is the latest. I just got off the phone with a Metrolink spokesperson, and what he tells me is that there is no timeline as far as resuming service through this part of Orange County. They are bringing riprap, which are these giant boulders, and placing them between the shoreline and the tracks in order to protect the tracks. Over the weekend, there was more slippage on the slope. 3 freight trains did make their way through this area down here. And what happened after that was some noticeable movement in the slope. So it was determined that no more freight trains will move through for the time being. And when they do, it'll be at 10 miles an hour. So passenger service through Orange County still disrupted. What I'm told by Metrolink is that their trains go as far as either Laguna Niguel or San Juan Capistrano, depending on what day of the week it is. The same for Amtrak. Amtrak is providing a bridge bus service for its passengers, but basically the word for anyone traveling on the rails is check the schedule and know that there are definite disruptions. You can see Councilperson Chris Duncan behind me here. He's talking to a man who owns one of the condos here right above the slide, and they're talking about the work that's being done and also about the rain that's coming. There is concern, of course, that at the end of the week and over the weekend, we're getting more rain. So all of these things being discussed as we continue to find out when passenger service, both Amtrak and Metrolink, will resume here through the San Clemente area.
A live look outside right now from our Blue Ridge cam. Gorgeous day out there today. Olga Ospina joins us right now to look at what's ahead for our entire work week after a wonderful weekend. Olga, how's it looking?
Yeah, it is looking warm outside, and we are talking still numbers in the 70s. However, yes, a bit of a cool down from what we felt yesterday afternoon. Yesterday was the peak of the heat with plenty of 70s and 80s. Numbers are down, but it is still definitely a warm one. You can see numbers still in the low 80s in Simi Valley into Woodland Hills already at just 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Upper 70s for Van Nuys. We have low 70s up in the Antelope Valley as we head into the LA area. 79 in downtown Los Angeles, 82 in Long Beach. So it is another very warm winter day. Look at that, already 85 in Tustin. We're looking at 81 in Mission Viejo, and through the Inland Empire, numbers climbing well into the 70s already. 50s up in the mountains, 54 Big Bear City. Here's a look at the wind gusts. So we do have weakening offshore winds. That's helping to cool things down just a bit, and that high is also breaking down. Still some breezy conditions across some of those higher elevations, but we'll continue to see some weaker winds as we head into later in the day. And then, of course, the big story, the rain that is on the way. Multiple storms will be impacting us as we head into late in the week. So we get a bit of a break on Saturday for most of the day, but then on Sunday, once again, more rain moving in. You'll see it here on Futurecast. So as we head into Wednesday, that's when we're going to start to see that storm approaching. It's going to bring some rain to Northern California, the Central Coast. For us, cooler temperatures and increasing cloud cover. And then by Thursday, that's when we're going to start seeing that wet weather moving across our region into Friday. Friday, a little bit more showery in nature. And then as we head into Saturday, a few lingering showers, but really most of Saturday is going to be dry. However, it is going to be cool, and then lowering snow levels also by Friday, potentially even impacting places like the Grapevine. So if you travel through those areas, keep that in mind late Thursday into Friday. As we head into Sunday, another storm set to impact us, still continuing into the following week. So with all those storms, the outlook is going to be much cooler than average over the extended period. You'll see it here on the extended forecast for the valleys. This afternoon, 79 degrees, or for tomorrow, still a warm one. Low 70s by Wednesday, and then things really cooling down into the low 60s and mid 50s as we head into the early part of next week. As we head towards the beaches, we're looking at numbers also dropping down into the 60s and into the 50s. So take advantage of today. Even tomorrow, not looking too bad, but then much cooler temperatures, as well as the rain and snow moving into Southern California late in the week. Ross.
Hey, snow. Olga, did I hear snow? What? All right, at least today and tomorrow look great. Well, the Compton courthouse is closed again today after another pipe burst over the weekend. That flooding left the elevators, the stairwells, the jury rooms, and most of the lobby here inaccessible. The last time a pipe issue forced the courthouse to close, it was more than a week earlier this month when that happened. Crews are now assessing this latest damage. Still unclear when the courthouse is going to open back up again. In the meantime, cases have all been transferred to other courthouses, and some cases have even been rescheduled. A trial is right now underway for one of New York City's most notorious and unsolved high-profile murders. Prosecutors say Ronald Washington and Karl Jordan Jr. killed Run-DMC star Jam Master Jay over a drug deal back in 2002. Both have pleaded not guilty. The DJ and hip-hop star was shot to death at his studio in Queens. He was just 37 years old. The murder went unsolved for nearly 2 decades. The suspects are from Jam Master Jay's neighborhood. They were indicted back in 2020.
It'll be very interesting to see what the prosecution has. Federal prosecutors are very unwilling to bring cases that they feel, particularly in the state of New York, that are not airtight and very strong. So I think we're going to see some compelling evidence.
The trial for a third suspect, Jay Bryant, is scheduled for 2026. Well, SZA has been added to the list of Grammy performers this weekend. She is the most nominated artist at this year's ceremony, leading the pack with 9 nominations, including Record of the Year for Kill Bill and Album of the Year for SOS. Other performers include Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, Olivia Rodrigo, Luke Combs, and Travis Scott. The Grammy Awards will be hosted by Trevor Noah at Crypto.com Arena, live at 5 p.m. this Sunday right here on CBS, and of course streaming live on Paramount+. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back live today at 3 right here on CBS News LA.